In an office, shows Philip Seymour Hoffman as Joe King sitting at a desk with Julius Caesar, Winfield Scott, Kobe Bryant, John Belushi, Scott Hall, and George Carlin sitting in chairs opposite the desk, all smoking cigars. Hoffman:
Well, JC, I have to hand it to you. You crossed the Rubicon to get YouTube to remonetize our show, and it worked. You're the man.
Everybody claps. Caesar: It was a pleasure, Dr. King. Hoffman:
Now we just got to get the ratings up a bit, and I'll finally be able to make some money off this show.
Scott: Who's going to host the next show? Hoffman:
I don't know. It was supposed to be Houdini, but he disappeared.
Over the intercom, Jan Hook says, "Jurist Dr. King, Chris Farley is here to see you." Hoffman:
Send him in.
Farley enters the office. Hoffman:
What do you want, Farley?
Farley: I heard you got remonetized by YouTube. Hoffman: Farley: Well, I just want to say that I don't agree with the decision. You're just copying SNL. Carlin:
Enough of the bullshit, Farley. It's called a spoof. It's not copying anything. It's an original program that merely spoofs SNL.
Brian: Yeah, beat it, Fatso. Farley puts his head down and walks out of the office. Hooks over the intercom says, "Jurist Dr. King, Norm MacDonald is here to see you." Hoffman:
Jesus, fine. Send him in.
MacDonald enters the office and says, "Hey, everybody. Good to see you all celebrating, you know." Hoffman:
So I take it you agree with YouTube's decision, then?
MacDonald: That's right. Hoffman tosses MacDonald a cigar, which he lights up and begins smoking. Hoffman:
So what can I do for you, Normie? You kind of always waffle on whether you're on my side or the Kass side.
MacDonald: Well, you know, I want to be like Belushi from now on and side with yours truly instead of the cast. Belushi: Well, welcome aboard. MacDonald: And I got a pitch idea, you know. Hoffman:
Okay, let's hear it.
MacDonald: Well, you've heard of Shauna Ray, right? Hoffman:
Can't say that I have.
MacDonald: Well, she's a reality star, you know, who is 23. But because of a physical disability, she looks like she's only 8 years old. So anyway, I thought we could have a game show or something where a group of pedophiles tries to win a date with Shauna Ray. Hall: Sounds like a winner. Hoffman:
Well, we'll see.
Hoffman gets on the intercom and says,
Sugar bosom, any word on Houdini?
Hooks: It appears he still has disappeared. Hoffman:
Oh, crap. What are we going to do if Houdini doesn't reappear?
MacDonald: Well, I'd like to host, you know. Hoffman:
I'm sure you would, Normie, but since Caesar saved the day here, I'm going with him if Houdini doesn't reappear. And dead from the earth, we're not alive.
It's Saturday Not Alive, starring John Belushi, Chris Farley, Phil Hartman, Jan Hooks, Norm MacDonald, Gilda Radner, Denitra Vance, and with many other special deceased contributors. Musical guest, Alby Kass, and your host, Harry Houdini. Everybody, Harry Houdini. An explosion of smoke appears on the stage, and Houdini walks through it and appears. Applause, applause, applause. Houdini: Thank you, I'm happy to be here. I was an escape artist, magician, and stunt performer, noted for my escape acts. Gilda Radner comes out and starts to chain Houdini to a chair as he sits down on it on the stage. Houdini: I first attracted notice in vaudeville in the United States, and then as Harry Handcuff Houdini on a tour of Europe, where I challenged police forces to keep me locked up. Soon I extended my repertoire to include chains, ropes slung from skyscrapers, straitjackets underwater, and having to escape from and hold my breath inside a sealed milk can with water in it. In 1904, thousands watched as I tried to escape from special handcuffs commissioned by London's Daily Mirror, keeping them in suspense for an hour. Another stunt saw me buried alive and only just able to claw myself to the surface, emerging in a state of near breakdown. While many suspected that these escapes were faked, I assure you they were not. As Radner finishes tying Houdini up in chains on the chair, Houdini says, "Thank you, Gilda. Now let me escape one more time." An explosion of smoke appears in front of Houdini, and when it clears, shows only the chair with the chains unlocked. Radner, "Well, our host has disappeared again. So let me tell you, we have a great show tonight. Alby Kass is here, so get ready to hear If I Were a Rich Man. We'll be right back."